Hello, guys. Uh, Today, I want to share my testimony, how I met Jesus, and how God come into my life and restore my life, and then how I was built to see a new word, and then was built to see a new heart. So it is a privilege to sit down here before you all. So let's start. I prepare a slideshow for you guys. What's that? Uh, Here we go. Hmm. Uh, all right. So hello, my name is Epha. In 1997, my parents resettled in Thailand refugee camps due to the conflict politician. Oh shit. Due to the conflict. Due to the conflict politician, my parents resettled in Thailand refugee camp. As you can see, this is Thailand. In refugee camp, we resettled there in 1997. I was like 1 year old. Uh, so I grew up in a bamboo house. In Thailand, there is no air conditioning here like America, you know. In America, if you want water, you can turn on the water and boom, you got the water, right? If you want a warm inside, then you can just turn on the heater. You know, life is so good here in America, but back in Thailand, life is completely different. You see a bamboo house right there. So Thailand refugee camp is a border between Burma and Myanmar and Thailand. So long story short, by the grace of God, in 2006, in 2006, in 2006, my parent decided to come to America. Decided to America because of the UN, United Nations. They opened the door for us to come to America. So so coming to American is only a dream for me. You know what I mean? It's only a dream for me because in America for me is only exist in my imagination. American is only exist in the movie. You know what I mean? In Thailand, I don't even have my own TV. You know, for me to watch a TV, I have to picky like watch like between a bamboo house. You know, because life is so poor in there. Like I said, coming to America is a dream. So long story short, coming to America in 2006. Oh yeah, this is the previous picture in Thailand. See the bamboo house. Uh, so here in America, I came here. You know, like other immigrant coming to America is a dream, and they coming to America is a chance to rebuild another life, like rebuild a better future. You know what I'm saying? So my parents they work tirelessly, and then they work so hard to put food in the table. You know what I'm saying? Also my dad. So me and my other three brother, we work. We go to school. You know what I mean? In America, to keep it short, I learned so many things. I learned there's good and there's bad. I surround myself with people who have a dream, and I also surround myself with people who do not have a dream. You know, my friend that I surround myself with, they all have a dream. They want to become a doctor. They want to become teacher. They want to become something. They want to do something with their life. But me, although I was young, I always question what is the meaning of life. Like, you know, like what's the purpose of this? At the end, you're gonna die anyway. What's the purpose of going to school for? At the end, you're gonna die. You know. Although I was young, I always questioned the meaning of life. So long story short, at the end of high school, while all of my friends they're ready to go pursue for their education, they're ambitious. You know what I'm saying? So while they're ready to go after the dream, but me, in the other hand, I remain empty, and I don't know where life's gonna take me here and after. You know what I'm saying? So after graduation, I what is it? I start to looking for the answer. I start to looking for the answer. What is the true meaning of life? So I start hanging out with a friend who are bad influence. Those people who cause trouble in community, who do not have hope, who do drugs. And then on the other hand, I hang out with people who are successful. You know, I'm like a teacher, a doctor. Why not? You know, in this world standard. So in both way, I want to learn what is the true meaning of life, you know. So in the conclusion, I come, there is, I found two things that make me happy. You know what two thing is a tattoo gun machine and then a Hennessy drink. You know, whenever that tattoo gun machine hit my body, I will feel so good. I feel like I'm in heaven, you know. And then the drink, when I drink, you know, my stomach, it feels so good. You know, the reason why I do that is not because I want to, not because I want to, because but deep down inside of my heart, I was empty. I was confused. I was you know, like I don't know where life's gonna take me. That's why looking, and then yeah, the only two things that make me happy right now is the tattoo gun machine. I always think about like killing myself, committing suicide, because when I look at myself, I was disappointed, and then also when I look at my parent face, they're disappointed also. They said, man, kid, I brought you here in America for you to build a better life. You know what I'm saying? But you come here, you how to say, you turn to a completely different person. So when I look at my mom, my dad face, I feel disappointed. When I look at myself, I also feel disappointed. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like you know, I feel like such a loser, you know. So that's why, you know, like before I end my life, let me just enjoying myself. Let me just destroy this body. You know what I'm saying? Let me just destroy this body and then kill myself. But then before I do all that, in I don't know what year exactly, but I went to a winter retreat. A winter retreat. I met one missionary in Dallas. I talked to him about my life. I said, "Hey, teacher, I don't know where life. I don't know. I don't know what's the meaning of life. You know, when I look at myself, I'm a loser. You know, my parents, when they look at me, they're disappointed. Teacher, what should I do? You know?" And then the teacher, you know what the teacher say? The teacher say, "Hey, Epha, there's a two image of you, the image that you see yourself and the image that God see you." He said, when you look at yourself, or you're this person, but let's look at the Bible, you know. And he asked me, Eppa, do you know why you're not happy? I said, why? He said, the reason why you're not happy is that you never discover who you really are, you know. And then he gave me example. He said that socks, right? Why do people make socks? Sock is for the feet, for us to put our feet, right? And why do people make shirt? For us to wear it, right? Likewise, you know, God make you, you know. So what can make you happy? You know, in Genesis, he said in Genesis, the Bible say that God created us with His own image. What does that mean? God do not have an ear, nose, or, you know, God do not have a body, but God has a spirit. Within us, we also have a spirit because God made us. He said that the only person that can give us true happiness is the person who made us. He said, Eppa, do you know everything about yourself? I said, no. He said, do you know how your body form exactly? Do you know how your blood flow exactly? I said, no, not really. Exactly. Who know you? The person who made me, God. And then he read me a Bible verse in Isaiah chapter 53, verse 4-5. He said, surely he has borne our grief and carried our sorrow, yet we esteem him stricken, smitten by God, and afflicted. But he was wounded for our transgression, he was bruised for our iniquity, and chastisement for our peace was upon him. And by his stripe we was healed. He said that, hey, Eppa, in the eyes of God, you know, you are healed. In the eyes of God, you have no sin. In the eyes of God, you are righteous. At that moment, he said, what? You're righteous? He said, what about you when you look at yourself? Are you righteous or sinner? I'm a sinner. I got tattoos. You know, I'm a dirty dude. And then he said, no, it doesn't matter. Regardless of who you see yourself, but what God sees is more important. What does God say? He said, he got, you know, he got chastised, right? And then for our peace, he said, you become clean, you become righteous. You know, in my life, I realized nobody called me righteous. Nobody called me holy before. My mom, when she give me a look, you know, she always give me a disappointed when I go to school. Teacher, whenever my grade is bad, the teacher always, how to say, the teacher always give me those look. You know, in my life, nobody called me perfect, righteous, holy, no one. But for the first time, the Bible, God, who this God that called me righteous? For the first time, that glimpse, it gave me hope. It gave me hope. So by simply accepting the word of God that I'm perfect, I'm righteous, you know, God completely turned my life. Inside of God, I'm perfect. Inside of God, I'm holy. Inside of God, there's a plan. Inside of God, there's love, peace. But when I look at myself, I'm not perfect. But who this God that called me perfect? You know, by simply accepting that, God changed my life. You know, to make sure I'm never a person who want to open the Bible and read the Bible. You know what I mean? But out of nowhere, you know, I would drive 5, 8 hours to go listen to a sermon. I would open the Bible. You know, I realized, oh, this is not me. It is God who's inside of me, changing me. You know, so right now, by the grace of God, I was able to go around with youth and then in front of a lot of congregation and then share testimony and then also preach the gospel. I realized inside of God, there's a plan for me inside of God. I am a gospel preacher. So today, the last thing I want to say is it's not important how we see ourselves, but what God sees us. You know, we don't know anything about us. The only person who knows is God. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's my testimony. Thank you.